Hey everyone, welcome to Livestream. This is Moss Man for some more Minecraft. Just gotta do one more thing. Alright. Let's play some Minecraft. So, as the description says, it's pretty straightforward. Lowering that a little bit. Actually, there we go. Yeah, as the description says, we're gonna be playing some more Minecraft hardcore. We're gonna finally be actually draining parts of the ocean monument because, you know, last stream was nice. We built the circle and everything, but we didn't actually get a chance to drain any of it. And welcome to the stream, bro. Dog. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So let me show you what we did last stream. I never fixed my skin because I forgot to, but boom. That's what we did last stream. We set up a big circle, we killed all the Elder Guardians and moved all of our sand over here and started clearing out our circle just a little bit. Anyways, so my goal for this stream is to get a quarter of it done, which is a little ambitious because I know that might take a while. So what I want to do first is we're basically going to complete the walls for this quarter right here. This is the quarter I want to do. And then once we complete the walls, we're going to slowly work our way in. But mainly from that direction outwards, because if we work our way from that direction outwards, there's going to be less and less guardians as we go along. So it'll be a lot less annoying once we get everything in place. With that all said, we can basically just start right here. Last stream I was smart enough to get our little kelp problem solved basically by just breaking all of it. But yeah, and if you didn't get a chance to see last stream, I mentioned it. The reason why we're putting the sand on the inside of the ring on the netherrack is because we're going to have a glass wall, so later on we'll go all the way around the outside with glass. This is something we're gonna have to worry about a little bit later because I don't really have enough glass to do that, because we need 7 shulker boxes full of sand and then smelt all of that and then use it into glass. But the thing is, we only have like 13 shulker boxes over there of sand, and like, you know, 6 or 7 shulker boxes of sand isn't enough to drain a whole thing. So I'm probably gonna have to use all of them and then at some point set up some sort of smelting system for like the actual glass that we're gonna have to use during the build. But you know, it should be fine. We are just a little over 150 Minecraft days away from the inevitable 1,000 days, which it's hilarious that I'm like starting to dread 1,000 days because I set myself a deadline. Because it used to be like, oh, I'm so excited, you know, we're going to get to day 1,000, it's going to be awesome. But now I'm like, I want to do something awesome before day 1,000, so I got to stress over it, you know? Go away. No. Also, what happened to the colorful stuff? They used to, like, have colorful beams. Did I turn particles off for it or something? Oh, kelp. Now that we fixed that problem, swim back up and over and boom. Crisis averted. Everything's fixed. Only issue is now I'm about to be out of sand. Yep. Ooh, that's the second shulker box. All I'm hoping for is that we can at least get, you know, like the whole quarter of this circle enclosed with sand and then at least a little bit of sand so we can start filling in the center, because I really don't want to have to right now go fix all my spoons, you know, my shovels, and then go and dig out like thousands of more blocks of sand, because I just don't have that type of time. Oh my gosh, these guys are so annoying. Whatever. Alright. Oh, kelp. Oh, that must have been old kelp. Or old sand that had already been dropped and broken. Just a quick refresher if you had already forgotten. Kelp it acts like torches underneath sand. So if you drop sand on top of it, you'll just break a bunch of your sand. Yeah, big waste of time, you know? Alright. Perfect. Just had to make sure there's no kelp down there. Alright, and then I'm going to follow this line right here. I'm just going to swim down. So I'm not placing them. Alright, this little line right here is going to be the annoying part. I'm tempted to go grab, like, invisibility potions and just swim around and do it. The only downside is if I do that, I can't wear helmet for Aqua Affinity or Respiration 3, and I also can't wear boots for Depth Strider. What I'm doing now is I'm just going to follow this line. At least try my best to. Get the kelp out of the way. Seagrass shouldn't affect it, but, you know. It's just kind of nice to get out of the way either way. And boom, we should be kelp free now. Oh, that's a lot of them. Y'all could kindly not do that. Oh. That's what he gets. Ew. Oh my gosh, these guys hurt. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Alright, well. Don't want to drown on top of getting attacked by guardians. I know, that's part of the plan. Not necessarily for the streaming plan, but it is part of the plan nonetheless. Yes, that's nice. One singular kelp. Ow. Stop it. These guys are so annoying. I really think the invisibility potion might just be worth it. Yeah. Oh, neither have I. Neither have I. Don't, don't make any assumptions there. Neither have I. I did, I did a nice 40 minutes of cycling to just kind of like do something active. Then I went and did, I just finished all of my business homework. I have a little bit of personal finance homework I should get to, but I finished all the stuff I needed done. So, you know, I was like, this should be fine for now-ish, kind of. No, I will not be doing any such thing. Ah, hiccups. I swear one day I will eventually make a better way up than the ladder, or just get rid of the portal. Don't go for too long, because, you know, I won't be able to get in on super late. Because of the whole, like, you know, sleep exhaustion thing. Or sleep deprivation thing. Alrighty. There we go. So we should be invisible to them. Shouldn't have any issues. Really, the only thing we're going to be battling with now is breathing underwater. But there's an idea. We have a conduit. We could just go grab it, you know? It would let us breathe underwater for a 90 block radius. All we need is prismarine. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that because, look, I'm already drowning. And I can only be under there for like 3 seconds. So I think the conduit's the best choice. We can put it in each quarter of the ocean monument whenever we're working on it. And then move it to the next one because you can break it. I don't know if you need Silk Touch, but I mean, just in case, I'll use Silk Touch. So I'm pretty sure the conduit will kill off drowned and like other hostile mobs. I don't think it'll kill guardians, but it will at the very least keep it to where I can float around while using invisibility and build safely. You know, the only thing is I have to find where I put it. I'm pretty sure it's my valuables, like shulker box up here. No, it's not. It's in here. Okay, I didn't have to go all the way over here, but whatever. So. I have the conduit. Now all I need is prismarine, dark prismarine, anything like that to surround it. Like you can honestly put it in some of the rooms in the ocean monument and it would just automatically be like a fully powered conduit. But that's fine. The nice thing is because the conduit also gives you conduit powers, whenever we're wet, we'll get like, you know, haste. I'm pretty sure we'll move faster underwater too. I'm not positive, but I think we do. And we went there and back when we didn't have to go there in the first place, but whatever. Came back with our conduit in like less than 3 minutes. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I might jump down, grab some prismarine blocks from one of the pillars and make it from that, because I don't know if I want to actually put it on the ocean monument. Not quite sure how many of these I need. I could do some like really simple math in my head to do it. I like to figure out how much I need, but we're not going to do that for now. And oh my gosh, y'all can't see anything. It must be so dark for y'all. I'm just going to grab 32, even though I know that's too many. No, it's more than enough. Alright, so I'm going to grab 32, and then I think I'm going to shelter it just underneath the ocean monument, so that whenever we're dropping sand, it maintains the status effect, even if we're not, like, needing it. Because the thing is, if we put it somewhere in the middle, and then we cover it in sand, and it stops touching water, it won't work anymore. So I think I'm just going to put it down here. They're really simple to make. Basically, you want the conduit to float in the middle. For maximum range of effects, you want something going across all... Oh, needed more. That's great to know after I already started constructing it. We can actually just, real quick, to make this... Oh, we messed up. To make this easier on ourselves. And then get rid of this. And boom. Now we have it. And now let's grab more of this so we can actually complete it to make it a stronger one. I think we just have to add the one, like the blocks over here, and it's done. But yeah, you can see better. You can, you know, you have water breathing. It's basically infinite water breathing as long as we're within 90 blocks of it. So we will probably have to move it in order to maintain the status effects and stuff like that. But besides that, we should be good. I think I did it incorrectly. All right, I did. Yeah, these are too far. That. And that. So we can get rid of this. And get rid of this. There we go. Now it should be put up correctly. Oh. Now it's put up correctly. Ah. Like I said, it's been a while. And the thing is, you can technically like fully encase it. It just doesn't change it as far as I'm aware. Alrighty. Let's jump up here real quick. Oh, it's raining, so we get conduit powers everywhere. That's awesome. Alright, now let's get back to work. Invisibility for another minute at least. I have conduit powers here, which is nice. I can see underwater. We can breathe. We don't have to wear our boots realistically or our helmet. And we can still get all of our work done. I am trying to move quickly though, because we still have to maintain invisibility for this to really work. Ideally, we would have more Nautilus shells, and I would just set these up all the way around the ocean monument right off the bat, and we would do this. But I don't quite have the resources for that right now, because I have enough Heart of the Seas, because I have like 4 or 5 of them. I just don't have enough Nautilus shells. I got like 3 extra right now, and you need like 8 per. Who needs visibility? It's okay. I fixed it. Oh, ooh, I'm not invisible anymore. Fixed that too. Oh, I can actually go ahead and fill these up to well. All right, yeah, we fixed our visibility though. We got our conduit. Look, I'm so proud of it. Conduit power. Ah, I'm so intelligent, massive, big brain. Definitely thought about it in advance. Didn't just come up with the idea. But yeah, now we can breathe underwater. We don't have to like bring water breathing potions just to do these pieces. And if you didn't already figure it out, so this stream we're trying to completely drain, or at least try this part of the circle. So yeah. And here comes our visibility. There it is. Because of that comment you just made, I'm trying to figure out just how far behind the stream delay is. It shouldn't be that bad though, because it should be a normal latency right now. So unless YouTube changed their normal latency timer, it should still be only like, 15 seconds or something like that, maybe less. No needs an auto clicker when you have crack hands. And it appears this conduit reaches far enough to where I'm not really gonna have to worry about it for quite some time. Because it's 90 blocks. Should get this part done before any of our invisibility runs out, because this, the closer it is gonna be, it's just gonna be a lot worse. 15 seconds is huge. I know, but the thing is, like, 15 seconds is what I sacrifice to make sure y'all don't have to buffer anything. So I mean, I could decrease it in the future, but I mean, the reason why it's so high is because I realize how annoying it is to sit there and buffer every 30 seconds. So I keep it this high. So yeah, conversationally, it's not easy, but you're not sitting there buffering every, 30 seconds just to watch a minute of content, Hey, Madison, welcome to the stream. Madison, you probably won't understand everything about this, but that's fine. I'll try to explain it. This is an ocean monument right here. This thing, ocean monument. All of these guys hate me. The only reason why they're not attacking me is because I'm invisible and I took all of my armor off. So it's a little risky, but they won't attack me as long as they can't see me. I made a conduit, which you can get from a Heart of the Sea, and nautilus shells, so now I can breathe underwater in this area. I made it right here. I took some of the blocks out and put it together, and it looks like it does kill guardians. That's awesome. But yeah, that's a conduit. Normal thing in Minecraft. It has a heartbeat if you didn't notice. But now it also improves my ability to see underneath the water. But this stream alone, we're going to completely drain this quarter. We've already made a full circle all the way around. And we're still, like, filling it in with sand, but for now, we're just going to focus on this quarter of the ocean monument. But yeah. Our goal is to, before day 1000, we're at day 848 right now. Before day 1000, we want to basically get the entire thing done. Because I want to make a video for day 1000, and I don't want to make a video for day 1000 and be like, yeah, we have nothing cool done. So I want to make sure we have at least have, like, the ocean monument. Because, ocean monuments builds are, like, a staple of Minecraft. If you've played Minecraft long enough, eventually you're gonna be like, ocean monuments are cool. I want to do something with them. And because of that, I think a lot of people have seen ocean monument builds, thought about them, and the only thing deterring them is the time. And also, like, the work. But we want to make sure to do at least one. I've considered doing two, one for decoration like this one, and then putting a farm in another one somewhere else, which means we would still drain it and do all that work. We wouldn't focus on decoration as much. But we can always just decorate this one anyways. And then just put a farm inside the bottom part of it. Because it would work just as well. It just would be decorated on top. And I have been putting in a little bit of thought into exactly how we're going to decorate it, besides just turning all the blocks into blackstone and stuff like that. I'm thinking we basically are going to be putting a sample of the nether in the overworld. In the middle of the ocean, of all places. So what I want to do is, after we fill the ocean monument with blackstone instead of prismarine blocks, I want to, after that, basically make a small sample of every ocean or every nether biome around the ocean monument. There's 5 biomes in the nether, and I'm gonna kind of mimic them there. Yeah, I found one really large jungle biome, like north of my base. I found 2 or 3 jungle temples so far now. I don't think it's the same jungle biome, but yeah, I found one already. It is kind of nice to have them just kind of in mind because one, I want to be able to have all of the wood blocks available to me for like builds or anything like that, but I primarily just use oak and spruce right now. The only like, so actually we can check right now. I found 34 of the 42. The only like really big one that I can think of right off the top of my head is the Mushroom Islands. I haven't found that one yet because I found an iceberg biome. I haven't found an ice spikes biome yet, and that's another big one. Ooh, I'm not invisible. There's no guardians in this section. So I think the conduit is killing them off. So I'm going to go until I actually have to worry about guardians. I will say without armor, guardians deal like 3 hearts of damage at a time. So if I see any bubbles around me, I'm going to basically have to panic and drink the invisibility potion or like put something on like in terms of armor. Because if there's more than 1 or 2, there could actually be a problem, you know? He's ignoring the question. GPU BIOS. That's a good question. First, all I have to do to answer that question is understand what it means. Care to define it for the unknowledgeable here, including myself? If you're talking about like what my computer build is, I think I've talked about that on stream before. I'm not really a tech channel, so I mean, I guess I could eventually make a video for it, but I don't see too many reasons to actually do it. Oh, he already locked onto me beforehand, but now that I'm invisible, he shouldn't do it again. It's icky, but yeah, you saw how much health that took away. So no armor, no nothing. They hurt a lot. It is kind of funny to think that this ocean monument build is going to require a ridiculous amount of hours in the nether. Because, you know, it's like the nether for an ocean monument build that just doesn't make sense. But yeah, what I want to do, so to kind of go further into plans, I want to have like a small river, like a small lava river run through the ocean monument. Like, yeah, like it's going to like run out underneath and across. I want to have a warped fungus biome, a soul sand valley biome, a basalt flats, a nether waste, a crimson forest. Basically, I want to have all 5. You know, we'll have like the edge of a nether fortress maybe. Like we'll mimic the edge of like a pathway. Because I think that would actually make for pretty good decoration. We'll have a pathway of the nether fortress like jutting out from one of the edges, and then this will be a bastion fortress. Well, basically, it's a really cool building idea, and also I can turn it into a farm. So the farm can be a fish farm, which gives me food. For No. I'm making a lava river through it as one of the decorations. So we're transforming the ocean monument. And first what we have to do is drain it completely, and we're going to make it like look like the Nether. It'll make a lot more sense once the project's complete. You know, like I kind of have an image in my head that's still developing. I can't say I have like the full image to the fullest extent, but I have an image in my head that I'm thinking of. And it should be interesting. But yeah, we're doing it because it'll look really cool. It can be a farm, and it's just, you know, it's going to be a nice addition to the world, basically. Alrighty. We've completely separated this corner from every other part of the ocean monument. So as you can see, not all of the ocean monument has its sand walls up yet. This corner right here has sand walls going all the way around it. Real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the underneath as well. I'm going to have to... I don't really want to fill in the ravine just yet. What I'm probably going to do is grab some sort of building material and cover it just for now. And then in the future... Okay, technological Josh, did you switch accounts to be... The amount of extra that you're emanating right now. Ugh, admitting, sorry. So you switched accounts to be the technical Josh. I mean, thanks, but it's really funny. Okay, hi, technical Josh here. So Sam doesn't understand what a GPU BIOS is, or how it works, because he obviously didn't understand the thing I sent him. What'd you send me? What? Yeah, I don't... that's the wrong button. Yeah, that's hilarious, but I don't I don't understand at all. NVIDIA GPU BIOS is the data that allows the GPU to do its thing. Okay. So basically, okay. Okay. So what would releasing it do? Yes, yes, that is true. Tell us a funny story about Blaze the potato. I don't... I mean, there's a lot of stories with that like involve Blaze, but I don't know. Generally, I don't refer to him as potato. Well, let's say we do tell a story about Blaze. So, just recently, I helped a friend out, and I drove a copious distance because his motorcycle broke down. And at first I thought, oh, you need me to come pick you up because you broke down in the middle of nowhere. And then he was like, no, I broke down, had it taken to a mechanic shop. They fixed it, but now I need a way to get back to it and drive it back over here. So that was kind of a joke. So, you know, Legally Blonde? Blaze is a pre-law major, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's political science, but like, it's basically like pre-law. It's the closest thing our university has to pre-law. So, and he's brunette, you know, brown hair. So what he was saying was, he's basically just Legally Blonde, except Blaze's version of it. There wasn't much background to that story as far as I'm aware. No, but this story isn't really based around Blaze, but oh, I'm not invisible right now, and that's gonna cause some problems because they definitely see me. It's definitely a problem. Okay, I'll try and work around it for now. Ew. Yeah, never mind. I'm getting more invisibility potions. Okay, but yeah, there's not much background behind that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I say that with confidence, but in all reality, I don't know. He probably is. But yeah. So a while back, I got a call from a friend. He basically was like, I need a ride here, and it should be fine. We just get there, I pick my motorcycle up, we drive back, and we're all good. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's simple enough. I'm fine with it. I drive him there. He gets out of the truck. I'm sitting in my truck just kind of waiting for him to come up to the window and be like, we're good, we're ready to go, all that stuff. What ends up happening is he comes up to the window and is like, okay, slight problem. It is still not starting. Like, I heard him rev it. I saw him on the bike revving it. And then he comes up to the window like 10 minutes later, like, it's not starting. And I was like, what happened? And basically, it sounded like there's two things wrong, but the mechanics only knew about one, and they fixed that one thing. So because they fixed that one thing and not the other thing, they basically just didn't have it in time. And he didn't want to leave it there. He didn't want to leave it in San Antonio, because that would create problems, because obviously he would have to get someone to drive him back to San Antonio to get it again. So he was like, how about we load it into the back of your tiny, tiny truck and then drive it all the way back to campus. So my day that day, I was trying to be productive. I was just chilling in the library, getting some work done. Then I get a call, and by the end of the day, I'm parked in the student parking lot with a motorcycle strapped to the back of my truck, basically. Get out of the way, Ted. Get out of the way, Ted. Stay in there. Yeah. So I ended up having a full-sized motorcycle in the back of my truck, which is very small, so it looks hilarious, one. And, two, Blaze somehow found out about this, so I got a text at, like, midnight saying, why is there a motorcycle in the back of your truck now? And I guess he was, like, kind of worried because, like, he was just like, did you buy a motorcycle out of the blue? So I had to text him and I was like, no, we're good. We didn't do that. And I explained the whole situation to him, but I'm now considering doing like a photo shoot with it and pretending that I traded my truck, which I do not have the title for. My parents do. And then pretending that I traded the truck without asking them for a motorcycle. which would be really inconvenient because then I would need help moving out. And, you know, trading a truck for a motorcycle. That don't work, Chief. Boop. 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 I've become to like our potion area a lot more. It'd be cooler if we had an automatic potion system, but one, I'm not good with redstone, so I can't really do that. And two, I kind of like this because I'm not really to the point where I need an automatic potion system. Alrighty. Now that we have a filthy amount of invisibility potions that we will not be able to use right now, just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna make them all awkward potions, so later on I can still use them. Alrighty. And this is probably more than I need right now, but that's fine. Did I sleep? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, hey, Keegan. Welcome to the stream, bro. But yeah, I drove around with a motorcycle in the back of my truck for a couple days now. And freaked out a couple people. I know my RAs, like, I heard one of them walk into the RA office because I was in the common room right next to it. And she was just like, I don't know who it is, but they have a motorcycle in the trunk, like in the truck bed. And it looks hilarious. And I was just sitting there like, that may or may not be my truck. Yeah, because it really does look hilarious. There's no way around that. But yeah, part of me does kind of wonder, like, does Blaze really think I would go out, like, just casually on a Wednesday afternoon and buy a motorcycle with no consultation to anyone else? Just be like, yes, motorcycle. Because I think I could probably get, like, a used one that's, like, really cheap. And I could probably pay for it. Only issue is, I wouldn't do that. No, I just wouldn't. You know what I don't understand about earlier? When my invisibility ran out, I was just like, oh, I'll just leave it until I have to deal with guardians. I don't understand why I didn't put armor on since they could already see me. More headphones? Yeah, more headphones are always nice. I know I'm kind of sad my Soul Republic Bluetooth headset that, like, you know, I just use on my phone, watch a lot of anime, YouTube. I haven't been using it recently because, like, they've slowly been falling apart, and they're, like, really old now. So I kind of expected it, but it was still kind of sad to see them go. I still have them. Can't say I've gotten rid of them just yet, but I probably will have to. Because they are getting to the point where it's just kind of sad to look at them. I am growing my hair out. What gave it away, Madison? What gave it away? Did you really not notice that I'd been growing my hair out, Madison? Did you? let me do the really emo version of streaming. What gave away the fact that I was growing my hair out? I really thought it was a secret, you know? You know, I was kind of waiting to tell people. The sand did give away. You're right, you're right. I should have done that off camera. I was dumb to think I could get away with collecting so much sand and not letting people know that I'd grown my hair out. Look like Lauren now? Lauren has longer hair than I. And she actually has, like, black hair. She says she has brown hair, but she has black hair. I have, like, truly brown hair. If you text her and she says she has brown hair, just tell her she's lying. I don't care if it's her hair. She's wrong. Because what you see on my head, that is brown. What you see on her, that is black. That is black hair. No one can convince me otherwise. I am correct. Lauren, it's a friend of mine that goes to UTSA. I know her through Wesley. You haven't seen her on stream or anything. You might get to see her in a video at some point through Minecraft. So you won't see her. You'll see her character, but still, you'll get to know her at some point. I think. It depends on whether or not I ever get the will to actually record said video, because I've been saying I was going to do that video for like months now. It's just another one of those projects that's turned into, I swear I'll get to it eventually. How can I see? So I'll be honest, I don't normally put my hair back unless it's like bothering me. So I do walk around campus looking close to this. No, I don't really know other YouTubers besides the ones I watch for like Warzone and ones that I've been watching for like other content. I can't say I know a YouTuber named Lauren. But, yeah, so the reason why I can actually kind of see it like this is because I, whenever I walk around campus, my hair is down, and it'll just sometimes swing into my face, and I just won't fix it. So I'll walk around, and it'll almost look like this. It's almost as bad as this. Not quite, but, you know. So I have a little bit of experience just kind of filling in the gaps where my hair covers. It's not great for peripheral, because breathing naturally pushes it away from the middle a little bit. Well, yeah, I guess I know you, but I didn't know your name was Lauren, bro. Because I was mainly talking about Laurens. Because I know, you know, I know a good handful of YouTubers is like what I guess I meant to say. Just don't really know any named Lauren. And actually, I'll be honest, it's not on purpose. I just don't really watch any female YouTubers. Just kind of happened that way. Because I know YouTube does, like, purposely put, like, it just kind of, like, advertise certain channels to you. So, female content creators, I'm pretty sure, just generally are more watched by female viewers. Male content creators are generally watched more by male viewers. And this is kind of, like, the average, not, like, an exceptional thing. It just happens. Your name is not Lauren. All right, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I will say the only downside to wearing my hair like this right now is I think I got my point across to Madison that it's pretty obvious that I've been growing my hair out. But it also it tickles my chin. So it's a little irritating. I don't like how dark it is outside of the water. anime. Okay. Are we gonna talk about anime now? Is that why you say it? Because I'm open to anime. Ugh. Yeah, okay. I feel like I should explain this. There's periods of times when I get breathless. It's because I've been fasting. And I'm in the middle of a fast. Well, not in the middle. I'm towards the end of a pretty long fast. Because I've been doing 20+ hour fasts every day for the last, like, almost 2-3 weeks. So, because of that, like, your stomach just kind of expects food to come there. And when you start fasting again, what happens is your stomach is still kind of getting used to it. So during certain times of the day when your stomach is used to having food in there, it'll like still kind of expand and collapse and stuff like that. So if you don't know how hiccups work, it's your diaphragm, expanding, contracting. Well, when you fast for a long period of time, I don't know all the science or the anatomy behind it, but basically it feels like you're getting hiccups. So whenever I'm getting like breathless or going like, it's because I'm trying to get rid of that feeling. So it's basically because my stomach's like, we're food. Because, yeah, it's just a little more irritating. I'm hoping that, like, if I fast more, it'll, like, start to go away. Because I enjoy the fasting, and, like, one of the big reasons why I'm doing it is because I read that it can, like, dramatically reduce your blood pressure. And I, like, one of my health goals is being being able to actually donate blood. And if your blood pressure's too high, like mine was, you aren't able to donate blood. So recently I've been fasting because I want to donate blood in the summer when I'm back home. Because last time I tried donating during the fall, they were just like, you got a really high resting heart rate, like 110, 111, so it's not okay. But like today, when I did cycling, I used my heart rate monitor, and like my average was 150 during an activity, which is good because that's like kind of closer to what it's supposed to be. And like before I even started my activity, instead of being 110, it was 90. So it's not great. It's not great, but like there's a dramatic decrease. Just from like the little bit of fasting I've been doing. But yeah, that's why I like kind of get breathless sometimes. It's because like I'm basically like hiccuping, kind of. It's a good way of putting it. Suck. Yes, suck air. Just. I should ask Miss Kelly about it, She probably knows a little bit, considering she's, teaches anatomy. She'd probably explain it better than I could. And then again, I use an app to keep track of, like, my fasts, so that I'm not just going, like, I can't really remember that time I ate, which would be, like, unhealthy and potentially dangerous. Because it's important to keep track of how long you're eating, or how long you're fasting in between meals. Play some Friday night funking songs, not copyrighted. I don't really know much about music in general. I'm not quite sure what you're asking for here, bro. The writer Kowal Sprite said they're not copyrighted. That's cool. Are you asking for songs because you can't hear the audio in the background? Because there is supposed to be music going right now. Or are you asking for songs because you don't like the non-copyrighted music I found? Let me just give me a second here. Okay, I'm assuming it's the latter option because I can definitely hear my audio in that. It was pretty funny. Just the other day, I cycled, like I was doing a little stationary thing before class, and obviously like you work up a sweat doing that. So like I took a shower right before my class, and as I was walking over, I saw my brother, and he was like, "Bro, your hair looks greasy," and I was like, "It's just soaking wet." I don't know, because there's a pretty defined difference between when my hair looks grimy and when my hair is just sopping wet. And like I feel like it's pretty obvious, because his friend was with him, and his friend was like, "It's pretty clearly just wet." And I was like, "Yeah, I just got out of the shower. Like, I don't know what you want from me." Like, I'm trying my best here. At least I was active today, you know. This is already an improvement. Yes. He's asking you to play Friday Night Funkin'. I know what he asked. I just was trying to figure out why, but I can see if I can pull it up in just a second. I'm gonna want to finish this little rotation of sand real quick, and then I'll pull it up. Ah, that was another hiccup just now. It's like hiccups / burps and stuff like that. It's just like a lot of like a lot more air in like your diaphragm and stuff like that than normal. Your hair looks wet now? I mean, it's pretty dry right now. It is kind of shiny though, because that just happens. I'm about to go like dead brain because I haven't eaten. I break my fast at like 7. So, you know, I got a good chunk of time before I can actually consume loaf. Yeah, so what's cool is I'm hoping that I can, like, you know, obviously, like, the main reason why I'm doing it is blood pressure. Because the thing is, Madison, just, I'm glad you are still with us. What does that mean? I don't understand what's being implicated by that phrase. Was there a chance of me not being with us? And if so, was that chance in Minecraft or as in like life? That's a little morbid, don't you think, Madison? I'm playing Minecraft. Okay, so what's funny is that emote you're using has been designated as the emote that gets spammed when I die. I'm not sure why it got designated that way, but it got designated that, I'm pretty sure by Fresh when I was doing my hardcore ARC streams. YouTube. I'll take that, yeah. I am kind of glad I'm still doing YouTube. There's been many occasions where I was like, why am I doing YouTube again? And then I was like, because it's fun. It's the main reason. Because, like, from the very start, I've never really been like, oh, I need a big following. Because it would be really cool if I got a big following. But I mainly am just doing it because, like, I feel comfortable behind the camera and I think it's fun. You know what I can't wait for, though? When I turn 21 and I can do drinking streams. Those will be so funny. You are so strong. I feel like I'm being read, like, weird inspirational quotes from fortune cookies. Keep up the good work. Yeah. You know what's really funny? My RAs, I think it was like a passive RA event they were supposed to do. They went around and they put sticky notes on the outside of everyone's doors. And it just says like inspirational stuff. So the one that I got was just work hard, stay focused, make it happen. And like, I just kind of like left it on the outside of my door for a while because I was like, I don't know what to do with this because I don't want to throw it away because I feel like that would be mean. It'd be like, okay, they put some thought into this. They know we're nearing the end of the semester. I didn't want to be like, oh, thanks, and then like toss it. So now it's on the inside of my door. So at the very least, they know that I've acknowledged its existence. And I think they might have seen it when they did the room checks. It is kind of helpful though, you know. I will say the whole fasting thing's also kind of helped with the mental fortitude. Because it's a nice little practice of self-control. Which I know, like, dude, the stationary bike is so annoying to use. Because, okay, real biking, you get momentum, you get to glide down strips of, like, downhill sections and stuff like that. You get to, like, relax. The stationary bike, you can't relax. You can't build up momentum. So if you aren't churning your legs the entire time, you just stop. And it's really hard to keep going after that. So it's like a real mental challenge because it's like you have to keep yourself from stopping. But sometimes, like, I watch a lot of anime while I'm doing it. Whenever I, like, get, like, kind of, like, into the plot or whatever, and I'm, like, really into it, I'll forget that I'm cycling. And sometimes I'll stop moving. And that's a problem because it makes it a lot harder to get going again. So it's like a big mental battle of just like, wait, why did no, keep going? Or like catching myself right as I'm about to stop. But oddly enough, I think, okay, I'm going to back into full cam again. I think because I've been fasting, the pre-workout I've been using is hitting harder. Because when I first used it, I never felt any of it. Because it's just caffeine and like a tiny bit of creatine. But like, because I haven't been eating as much, and also because I've like decreased my like caffeine to almost zero intake besides the pre-workout, because of that, I think it hits like really hard. It's kind of like, if you didn't know, fun fact, in the future when you're old enough to, when you drink, make sure to eat beforehand, because if you don't, the alcohol's absorbed directly to your liver, and it doesn't absorb into the food or anything else in your stomach. And your body doesn't have anything else to like kind of pad the impact, so you'll basically get wasted immediately. And that can be really dangerous. You want to avoid that. So it's kind of similar with caffeine and really anything else that affects like the way you react. Look at the chat on YouTube Studios. Oh, did something of yours get hidden? Oh. That's a lot of monkeys, bro. I'll go ahead and show them anyways. No, Madison's just trying to be supportive right now. Again, it does sound like the, I don't know, it sounds like the really supportive stuff you'd find in, like, fortune cookies that, like, just don't give you your fortune. But at the same time, like, you know, it's appreciated. Okay, oh, I was supposed to do the song. Yes. I didn't forget. Just have to find it again. Okay. Friday Night Funkin'. I just got a message through my groupie for troll. So many hiccups. Okay. I misspelled it. All right, good job. I've been seeing so many memes about this recently, but I didn't realize that's what it was called. Okay, y'all wanted a specific one? There's a 32-minute one that's the first thing that pops up. I have to find out which one y'all wanted. Sorry. You will find confidence. That is definitely like, that sounds like a quote. But I definitely do find a little bit of confidence in front of the camera. It's similar to, I mean, since you did speech and debate, it's similar to like whenever you're giving a speech, how it's like, okay, well, no one's going to interrupt me, so I'm just going to say what I feel like saying. Okay. Okay. Friday Night Funkin'. The writer Kawaii Sprite said they're not copyrighted. Blah blah blah. Rhythm game. It's okay. Rhythm's a hard word to spell. I forget there's a Y in it too. I'm really bad at spelling. Okay. Was there anything else like specific about it? Not any specific. Okay. That's what I needed. Just gonna no music for a second. I'm gonna get hit with a Levi's ad right now. I'm gonna mute that so I don't get copyrighted for that, because all ads, fun fact, almost all ads are copyrighted. Just enjoying a second of silence, you know. It's important to be quiet every once in a while. Oh, the animation to it. I don't mind this as background music. This is awesome. The only downside is it's only 30 minutes of it. Okay, I need to turn it up so I can hear it. Alright, I went ahead and adjusted the, Oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of my creeper towel. It's been in many of my streams now. What's funny is I've had it forever. Like, I've literally had it since I was like 8. Or not 8, because that would mean someone bought it like the same year that Minecraft came out. Put it on a loop. I forgot you can do that, can't you? Okay, well, whenever it comes to an end, I'll just go back to it. But for now, it should be good. I went ahead and turned up the volume. So hopefully it should be good. Just tell me if I need to adjust it anymore. But it should be fine for now. Yeah. All right. Sand. So we're slowly making our way across. Now, the only reason I'm in this video is because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I'll accept that. Oh, the creeper towel, yeah. So I got the creeper towel like a while ago. Like when I was still like really young. Like I think it was like in maybe like middle school, like 6th or 7th grade. You got an epic gold rabbit. Okay, so I'll be honest, I don't really play Hypixel a lot. The only amount what I can say is I have like a level like 50 pet stone. This man sounds like a frog. It's the meme. I didn't realize that's where it was from. That's awesome. If I am gonna get copyrighted for this, I don't really care because it's funny. As long as I'm not getting striked, there should be no issue. And as far as I'm aware, they won't strike 3 times on one stream or anything like that, because that wouldn't give you any time to react, and it would basically ban your account immediately. So even if I were to get 1 strike, you know, it'd be 1 out of 3, and I would just be a lot more cautious. Yeah, cautious. Okay, a Reese's Ice Cream Blizzard Mini. Dude, those are some of the best ones. So first off, I've always had like a, I guess a inclination towards peanut butter, because when I was younger, what I used to do was just eat copious amounts of peanut butter. So Madison can attest to these stories, but at speech and debate tournaments, there was a handful of times, I can't say I actually did it that often at speech and debate, but there was a handful of times where I'd bring just a full thing of peanut butter, like Like, I would bring something like this, except it's normally Hill Country Fare, not Jif. But yeah, I would just bring a full thing of peanut butter, and I would get a spoon. I actually have a spoon right here. That's nice. I just get a spoon, and I just eat straight out of it, because I really like peanut butter. Unhealthy habit, I will say, but if you don't have time for a real food, it's a really nice source of calories. So if you just need something, it works. It doesn't taste bad, so okay. What the idea was to do with other items that they wouldn't, no idea. What if I was wrong? I did that and it would never happen in the next couple of days, and it. I don't know. Not quite sure what to do with that. I should get bobby pins. I think that would be kind of funny. Wearing bobby pins. You know, okay, have y'all seen Blue Exorcist? Whenever he starts getting serious, the protagonist starts getting serious about like studying and stuff, and he starts using like that one hair clip. I want a hair clip like that. Because what I have to do is, first off, one of my 2 hair bands broke, so I'm very sad, and I kind of refuse to buy another one just out of solidarity for our loss. But I also, like, still need my hair out of my face when I'm studying, because one, I can't study any other way than basically laying down, face down, on, like, a table and reading. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, I'm exaggerating it a little bit, but I'm almost always, like, leaning straight forward, and it, like, pulls my hair into my face all the time. It's really irritating. So what I'll do is I'll grab just my bangs in the top part of my hair. So if I go, like, straight down like this and grab hair, I make one, like, bun or ponytail. So I still have, like, all the hair on the back loose. So it's not bad. I think it looks a little funky. First floor is in the fridge. This must be like a regional thing. Some regional dialect I don't understand, Keegan. Oh my gosh. So I was actually just the other day, actually the same day that I streamed like 2 days ago, right after that stream I had to go to like a dinner, and I mentioned it, but basically the dinner is in preparation for a retreat before the start of this upcoming school year. And obviously I know I mentioned it a couple times, but I still don't really know why I was picked. No, I am being well. Oh, okay. Just checking. Silly. Okay, yeah. Just being silly. I kind of thought you were doing that thing where you autofill, like, you know, you type and then you just click on whatever it recommends saying. Because I know I've gotten people in chat to do that before. Because when I was more worried about the chat rate, because okay, so first off, whenever you're starting, obviously, like with YouTube and really just with anything, you're shown a lot of numbers, like in everything. Even like a video game, you're shown a lot of numbers. Let's take Warzone, for example. There's numbers all over the screen. Bottom right, bottom left, you know, top left, top right. You're shown numbers everywhere, you know. The end of your name, like your username, they add on like 8 extra numbers for you to memorize. Yeah, you just use it. Like, it is kind of like hard to understand. So whenever I started YouTube, I saw a lot of numbers and I didn't really understand the value or the purpose of any of them. And I remember one of them is called chat rate, and what it does is it basically makes it's basically a measure for how much chat there's going on like every like minute or second. And like I used to be kind of worried about it because I just assumed a faster chat rate was better, and it meant like, oh, it's more active, that's a good thing, and it means the creator's like communicating with his chat, all that stuff. So I was a little bit more worried about like asking people like their opinions and stuff, and it's still nice to like talk with y'all. So I do still do that. It's just that I was more worried about getting responses originally. Notice note on the video. I'm gonna try and read them, even though I know they aren't necessarily like important. So no one noticed that the video was not the video of the video of the camera, and the clicker faster than a video and video camera, man, video camera, video YouTube, video of. I think I got that pretty accurately. But yeah, so I remember originally what I would, like, I remember one time I mentioned it to, like, the people in chat, and, like, this was during, it might have been during the final countdown, which is still, like, an amazing stream for me for some reason. And it was because, like, I just got into streaming, and I guess YouTube's algorithm at the time was basically, like, rewarding people who were getting into streaming by, like, recommending them a bunch. But it was, like, a 4.5 hour long stream, and I got, like, 100 or something people, like, coming, or, like, 100 and something views on it, which is pretty good for me. And, like, people were coming in and out, like, different accounts, stuff like that. So it wasn't just, like, 1 or 2 people. It was, like, a good handful of people, basically, going in and out. So I was seeing and, like, meeting different people or whatever. So it was a really fun experience. I got fancy on my mind. Lol. But during it, I'd mentioned the chat rate thing, because I was obviously still figuring it out. And I was like, I wonder how high we can get the chat rate. And people just kind of started spamming. And, like, I know some of them were experimenting with, like, how long the messages were. So they were doing stuff like what you were doing earlier, where they were just autofilling. And they were just seeing how long they could make it. And they, like, you know, stuff like that. Some were doing really short messages where they were just being like, yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, no, yes, no. Like, over and over again in chat. Basically spamming. And our chat rate got pretty high. I think it was like 15 or 16, which basically is like 15 or 16 different chats in a minute, which doesn't sound like a lot, because it's like, it's not massive, but it's still quite a bit when there's only like 4 or 5, maybe 6 people in chat at the time. This means every person's talking like twice a minute. Again, not lots if they're spam. If they're all spamming, it's not a lot, but you have to do plug walk. Okay. I think that's probably one of the more creative ways of saying gotta go, but it's interesting. I'll see you later. Yeah. Plug walk. I don't even know how I'm supposed to talk. Oh my gosh. It'll just be a cute bike. Hey, any bike's good. They're all fun to ride. I've seen videos where people use like auto clickers to fill large areas like this, and they basically just run like, it's normally like above ground, but they basically just run straight across like this, except it's like 4 or 5 deep, and they just place blocks because they have like an auto clicker. It goes a lot faster. But like if you spam click, you can kind of get a similar effect going. It's probably not as fast as like a machine could do it, you know, with auto clicking. But hey, Rose, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Welcome back to the stream, bro. We are just chilling on the ocean monument that we are working on. You can kind of see we set up a conduit to protect us a little bit. I'll actually go down and just chestplate it for now. We completely circled off this one corner of the ocean monument, and we're gonna drain this corner today. And then the next day, the next stream, I'm gonna do another corner, and then another corner, and then another corner. You know, all that. So it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be interesting. And I'm hoping we can still make our deadline. I think right now the most worrying thing for me is the collection of all the Blackstone. Oh, it's Chamalama! Hey, man! And Ashley's here as well. We got No. My man. Oh, it's one of Keegan's autofill messages. I gotta read it as accurately as possible. Oh, it's your birthday too. Man, that's awesome. Ah, you just barely missed it. My birthday's in April. You could have been an April birthday with myself and Ashley. You were almost in the cool kids club, but I mean, happy birthday either way. All right, I gotta read Keegan's message. No one noticed that it was not the same name as I did with my Nan banned from camera, YouTube, video, video of YouTube, video, video, and video, video, camera, video, YouTube, video, video, and video, video of video. I think I messed up on one of the videos. I think I did two, where one of them was just supposed to be one, but I think it's a fun tongue twister. I used to be okay with tongue twisters. I don't think I'm as good as I used to be, but y'all should write your tongue twisters in the chat. Oh, hello, Mr. Olivos. How are you doing this evening? Oh, have you enjoyed your birthday, man? Chama Llama? Or is that Twizzler, the newer name? Hope it's been fun. Alright, then we got Keegan's new autofill message. The anime is a joke and I love it. I love the anime and anime, and video camera, YouTube, video cameraman in the anime. And I love it, and I love anime, video game, and video vid. Why is your audio fill video so often? That's pretty funny. Is it because you're pressing V and then space to see an autofill pretty often? Because those are right next to each other. That's actually a good question, Ashley. It's probably confusing that I'm just like spamming words. I'm verbally spamming, which just sounds atrocious. It's a fun warm-up. I think actually that would have been so much fun. Okay, so in speech and debate, whenever like you got to be a captain or a leader or whatever, a lot of times you would lead other people in warm-ups, and our warm-ups were pretty standard. We do a handful of warm-ups that we just keep and we do every time. So we had one called Strawberries, where we would literally like sing/shout the fact that we are selling strawberries. We were not in fact selling strawberries. It was simply a way of warming up our voices for louder noises. Oh, it's your brother's account? Nice. No, you don't need the space for it? Oh, okay. But yeah, we'd do these like crazy warm-ups and stuff like that, and we'd always like try to think of a new one sometimes. Like we'd basically always do like, we'd have our standard like 6 warm-ups, I think, because we had How Now Brown Cow, which is where you basically just, it looks disgusting. The whole point is to look funny, and you literally just go, How Now Brown Cow, and you like try to stretch your mouth, because a big part it's about talking. Whenever you like trip up on your words, it's because your like jaw muscles aren't relaxed, so your mouth doesn't open like it's supposed to. And when your mouth doesn't open like it's supposed to, your tongue just kind of gets stuck, and it makes it a lot harder for you to enunciate. So we had stuff like How Now Brown Cow, To Sit in Solemn Silence, which is where you enunciate your consonants more. Who? Oh, we're asking about your dad. Is he confused that I'm just like verbally spamming words? Because Keegan's been doing, he's been autofilling messages, and I turned it into a bit of a challenge to see how well I could say them. I'll wait to say that one just a little bit longer. We'll call it like a cooldown. But yeah, we did like a bunch of different ones, and I'm trying to think of them on top of my head, but I can't, because I know there's more. But honestly, it would be kind of interesting if like one person before we got to the tournament, because we'd always do them there. it'd be cool if one person was just in charge of like auto-filling like a semi-long message into a paragraph, and then everyone just has to like try to repeat the paragraph. You know, like it's texted to a group chat for the speech and debate team, and then everyone just like basically like verbally spams words. Because I think it's good practice, you know, because a lot of speech and debate, especially the debate side, is quickly reading and reciting. He's too focused on the cubes. That's fair. That's fair. Let me give you an overhead. It'll look a little bit cooler, and you'll kind of understand if I fly over. So, just as an explanation, there's a monument that's underwater, and we're going to make a circle that has glass all the way around the outside, and we're draining the inside of it. So all of this water we're going to get rid of, and you'll be able to walk around in it. We're going to remodel it into the nether, so it's going to have like lava and fire. It's going to look really cool. And instead of the bluish themed blocks right here, it's gonna be black themed blocks. Read one of the autofill things. Oh yeah. No, the one block sky block is a big bird costume that I have seen in the anime, and I love the camera YouTube videos on my iPad, and it is awesome gaming, and I am a beast and video. Yes. But yeah, it's I'm really hopeful for this project. Because one, we're making pretty good time on it, because we've only been live for an hour and a half. We are still a little far away from our goal. I was hoping, like, if we could possibly knock out this, like, little bit in 2 hours. Okay, and Keegan is helping me do it. But yeah, I was hoping I could knock out a full corner in 2 hours, so that we can kind of keep track of how many hours left we have. We haven't been obviously placing blocks the entire time. We've been doing other things, including brewing potions, you know, running back and forth to get sand, basically messing around. I know I did a lot of talking, and I think the conduit took a little bit longer than it should have, but not quite long enough to justify how slow this is taking, or how long this is taking. Okay, that's fine. That might make it easier than, or more, I guess, something easier to handle watching. He just likes the blocks. Yeah, Minecraft's a very aesthetic game, and I don't think enough people give it credit for that. You had no idea? I mean, you'll be back on? Alright, Shamalama. I'll see you later, man. I'll be on for like another hour or so, probably. Because I'll probably be on for like 2.5 to 3 hours. Because I'm partially streaming to take up time so that I don't feel as hungry. It's because I'm waiting for dinner. But yeah, I'm just vibing out right now. Ooh, I do honestly want to just keep streaming until I finish this quarter of the build, though. And I don't know how long that's going to be, so I'm hoping I can get it done quickly enough, because I don't want to stream for too long. Alright. You like the song after this? I like how you know what's coming up, too. That's... That's actually pretty funny. Where are these from? Like, what is this? Like, I don't really understand. Because I've been seeing a lot of memes about it recently. I saw memes that I didn't even realize were related to this, but they were using the audio. So I do really want to know what this is from, because I have, like, literally zero idea. You were a and he looked disappointed. No, no, no. Just explain it as the idea that you're just simply a passive bystander that occasionally is able to help out. Or just say it's because we went to school together. That also works. Because that is partially true. Ashley, you just missed it too. Madison was here earlier. But she had to go for a plug walk, quote unquote. Yeah, she was here earlier. Very fun to see y'all here. They're from Friday Night Funkin'. Okay, yeah, but I don't know what that is. Like, I need more background. Listen to the lyrics, or listen to the lyrics. Oh my gosh, I'm already out of sand again. Be gone. This kind of reminds me of like the Halloween, like Christmas thing. I don't know a good way of describing it. Also, we are totally like digging into our sand collection because we've already used a full 6 and we're on to our 7th. Oh, and I don't know, because it all gets deeper from there on out. So I'm probably going to have to dig out, like, this part right here to finish filling in this part. See, I've always liked lyric games, only because I like music, I'm just horrible at it, and lyric games make it simple. So I think they just do a really good job of allowing basically everyone to enjoy music as much as they should be able to. It's also just kind of nice to listen to, so. Because I know there's some games where the audio is just kind of like harsh and I really don't enjoy it. Like, okay, Warzone, as much as I like it, there's like certain parts of the audio that I've had to like turn off because it's just so unpleasant to listen to. Oh, he's talking about eating boyfriend and girlfriend. No wonder. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Got some like Hannibal Lecter stuff going on. No, it's Jeffrey Dahmer. Hannibal Lecter was the one who wore skin. I don't think he actually ate people, though, did he? I know he starved them and stuff like that, but I don't think he ate them. Hate senpai. Okay. I don't know what that means. Dude, okay, so I mentioned that whenever I'm on my stationary bike, a while back I mentioned this. I don't know if you got to, I don't know if you were there for it, but whenever I'm on my stationary bike, I'm watching anime. And the anime I chose to watch specifically, like, I only watch it when I'm on the stationary bike, is One Piece. So the goal is to basically get like super like slimmed down and like ripped and all that stuff. And then whenever people are like, oh, how'd you get fit? I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I watched One Piece. And that's like the whole idea, because like One Piece has like almost 1,000 episodes now. So, you know, even though they're only 20 minutes long, if I do that enough times, it'll just be useful. And it's also to keep me entertained. And by only watching it when cycling, it gives me a little bit more encouragement, I guess, to get on the bike. Because, you know, like, especially once I'm getting into like a story arc, I'm like, okay, I kind of want to go for another episode just because I want to know what happens. Week 6 opponent. Okay. So I just got to, I think, episode 19 or something like that. And it's Zoro's background in the past of the three sword style technique or whatever. And I thought that was really cool because, I mean, I think learning about the backgrounds of characters in general, especially if you've already been with them for a little bit, it's kind of cool because it's like, okay, I knew this much about them, but this much more is just cool to like hear about. Girlfriend will be gurgling. How are you gonna finish that sentence, bro? Gurgling is what? Watch Shippuden. Did he? Okay, that's one of the things I've learned recently. I don't think enough people appreciate how like useful it is to watch anime while you're doing stuff, especially when you're like exercising, because you can focus on that and hone in on that, and just kind of ignore any physical pain you're going through. Did you watch all of Shippuden while on the treadmill? That man's calves. I know for a fact that man's calves have to be massive now. Just sculpted pieces of muscle. I bet whenever he power walks, he like propels forward. You know Lita in My Hero Academia? You know how he has like jets for his calves? That's your dad. Did you watch the original series beforehand, or was it just like heard Shippuden was good? We'll watch it. It's on season 4. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still working on the amount of time I spend on the bike, because at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend an hour at a time on it. So that's 3 episodes. Look at the channel on YouTube. I don't see anything just yet. Wait a second. What? How long ago was it? Oh. So I missed one of your autofills, like there was a couple minutes ago. But besides that, I haven't seen anything recently, Keegan. Oh yeah, but I at first was like, okay, I'm gonna do, an hour at a time, which is 3 full episodes. And I was still getting back into using my stationary bike, so I can't say I was in peak physical fitness for it, and I was still kind of getting used to the mental like hardship that it is. So like the first couple times I did it, I could barely stay moving the entire time. Like it was a real struggle to actually like convince myself to keep moving. And now I'm doing it for shorter periods of time, but it's like really easy for me to keep going. Like today I did it for 40 minutes straight, like just straight grinding on it. It was going really well, and like obviously my legs were like destroyed afterwards. Go back to before I said message blocked. No, I guarantee I'm looking at it. I can still see it. Yeah, it literally just isn't there. How far before it? Because I can see, like, I just scrolled back through, and the last thing that was blocked by, like, the last thing that was by you and blocked was a word spam. He would watch the original during dinner time and then start watching Shippuden while on the treadmill. Or just, I respect that. I respect that. It's honestly like, yeah. I think watching anime while working out in general is just like a really good idea. Because, it just shows results. Oh, has it already been 30 minutes? I think we finished the thing. We did. I'm going to go back to the live stream that I use, because while I enjoy that music, it's a little weird. And it's hard to, like, it loses momentum. Alright, I gotta turn that back down because it's a little loud. He's also watching Demon Slayer. How's he liking it so far? Because I know I, like, loved Demon Slayer. Lol. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that part yet, Keegan. Oh my gosh. Alright, that chat didn't go through, and it also, I looked through the ones that were blocked so far, and that wasn't in any of them just yet, so that's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna take him to see the Demon Slayer movie with you? You seem really persistent about hating this guy. Slash girl slash thing. I'm not quite sure. Ah. Oh. That's cool. So did he get to see Tanjiro battle with the guy with like the ball? Or like the different balls that the guy could control and like throw, and it would like break off limbs whenever they'd hit them? And stuff like that? Or is that just about to come up? I can't, like, I'm pretty good with the timeline, but I'm still like, you know, it has been like almost over a year since I've watched it, so I'm still quite kind of piecing it together. But yeah, honestly, just I really enjoy the training part, even though it wasn't super long or anything like that. It's just very enjoyable. Yeah, you saw that. Okay, yeah. I kind of enjoyed that fight. I can't say it's my favorite one, because I think my favorite one is yet to come for him. It's just before the just before they meet the top 10 like Demon Slayers, or the top 12. I literally have them on my background, so I could count right now, but I'm not going to do that. But it's the fight they have up in the mountain with the spider kind of people. Before they meet the top Demon Slayers or whatever. I think that has to be my favorite fighting. Just trying to finish this so you can watch the movie? Okay, okay. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I still am trying to figure out a time to watch the movie. I know I texted my boss back in Temple. It sounds like I have a job lined up basically as soon as I get back. And it was pretty funny because I texted him, immediately got a response, and he was like, all right, do you know Blaze's availability as well? And I was like, I don't, but it should be similar. Oh, it's gonna be pretty fun because I know we have Tyler working there as well now. So there's gonna be a good handful of us just chilling at Wings, making food and money. And the reason why we're not sleeping, even though we have a bed over here, is pretty simple. It's because it gives us 7 extra minutes to work with each night. So day-night cycle is 20 minutes long, if you forgot. 7-minute night, 13-minute day. And by not sleeping during the days, or during the nights, we add 7 minutes to our functional work time. And because we're out in the middle of the sea, or the ocean, it's a little bit harder for mobs to spawn here. So we're less likely to be disturbed at night. Obviously, in a couple nights, we're probably going to sleep once phantoms start spawning. Because we're kind of getting to that point. But I want to let phantoms spawn at least a little bit, so I can get a couple like phantom membranes and stuff like that, you know, just for future potions, for slow falling. Because I only have like 1 potion of that. And that kind of baffles me. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the chills right now, and I don't know why. My room isn't even cold. It is. I do have my window open though, and oh my gosh, the noise from the rain earlier today was really nice. I will say whenever I move around too quickly like this, it can almost feel like I'm getting motion sickness. Just because like how much I'm moving and the blocks are just kind of appearing. Not the best feeling in the world, but it's not too bad right now. You just got styled on. So, I'm probably going to need more sand. So I'm going to go ahead and dig out this middle area. I'm going to be using torches to get rid of most of it. But I'm still going to need a shovel to get down there, you know, etc., etc. I'm going to make a staircase from this side so I can still get up and down to this area, though. Oops. Alright, spoon is like literally blocks away from breaking, so I gotta be careful. How close am I to the edge? Ooh, whoops. Ah, getting chills. Okay. Oh, there we go. And that should be very bottom. Mark it with a torch real quick. I am gonna take a just a second. Real quick, I'm gonna turn off my webcam. I'm gonna grab a hoodie, use the bathroom, and then be back in like 2 seconds. I gotta figure out how to turn my webcam off. There it is. All right, be back. All right. There we go. Grabbed a hoodie because I was getting the chills. We're back. Ready to play more Minecraft. Alrighty. Hoodie time, hoodie time, hoodie time. I am still wearing shorts though, so I'm still kind of cold. It's not what you could call ideal. I'm gonna go grab the ender chest. I'm hearing noises as if there's phantoms, but I think it's the guardians swimming around because they make a similar noise. Alright, what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to fly over there, grab the ender chest. Yeah. No reason to really keep it over here, so... Okay, yeah, I'll see she in a bit. Alright, oh, we actually have netherrack. We can use that to plug up the ravine for now. I need spoon. I don't need a good shovel for this, which is nice, because I can just grab a normal diamond shovel, because we're doing most of the breaking with our torches, which is the important thing. Important thing to remember. Because we're going to have it falling, basically. Oh, and I can actually go one more sand thing. Oh, I ran out of torches. That's why. Oh, no. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it is irritating. Alright, I'm thinking maybe we need more torches. We only have 5 right now. It's kind of sad. Yeah, as you can see, we are barely using the shovel, actually. We're trying to break as little as possible with the shovel, because this prevents us from wasting materials on like getting a new shovel or anything like that, or wasting time like having to go back and forth between XP farm with our like handful of mending shovels. So I guess it is a good thing I kind of stocked up on extra shovels. This would be a little bit easier to do if we had, you know, like sponges. But beggars can't be choosers. I guess I'm just happy to have a system going. Having a system is like half the battle, you know? Or I guess it's just a plan even. And since we didn't have to drop it, which honestly, I'm not a big fan of dropping the sand, because I always feel like I miss something, something gets messed up. This just seems better. I'm basically gonna go until I can find the edge. I should be able to see it because of the netherrack on top of it. Oh. Didn't expect that. Ooh. Found this corner. Now I just need to go this direction. You like that little water bucket drop that wasn't quite intentional, so it was a little scary? Yeah. Neither did I. Oh, we need to start using the sand, or else we're gonna accidentally despawn some of it by leaving it left on the ground. We don't want to do that. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna throw a couple stacks into the inner chest just for safekeeping. I'm gonna go grab the other ones from down here. Ooh, sorry, I gotta check something. One of my grades just came back from my business class, and I'm doing good in the class, but I'm like teetering on an A and a B, and I need an A. Okay. So depending on how well like I did on this last assignment, it could like bump me up. Right there. I got a couple more assignments that I'm waiting to get graded. And once those get graded, I actually think I'll be at a A, but it's like just edging its way back up. And obviously, I still have a big presentation, which is going to be my final, and I'm pretty confident about that, so I'm not super worried. But I still want to, I want to basically get an A before that, so I don't have to rely on that. All right. Alrighty, let's go ahead and use up some of our sand. That's, wow, this is a mess. Let's put that on. Wait, what there we go. And then we go, perfect. Alright, now we gotta be careful about falling. Obviously we have feather falling 4 and the lights are on most of the time, but right now we don't. So we still have to be careful for it. I'm not a big fan of dropping it, so I'm honestly just gonna place it right now. Ooh, let me grab the netherrack and cover up the that right there for now. And then maybe while we're just clearing the water, we can also cover the water underneath it. Like we can cover the ways to get underneath it for now. I don't know. Just a thought. What we can actually do is we can use the ravine as a way of kind of like making a river in the future. So obviously I said I wanted a river. What we can do is keep the netherrack here once we've drained it all, and then we can go through and basically trace the netherrack that I put down with lava and make it the river. So it's gonna like run like through here, I guess. We could do something like that, you know. Lot of shit to do. I'm gonna break this kelp. Because honestly, once we get rid of this kelp in this corner, it's basically clear. All we have to do is keep putting sand down here and we're good. I'm going to go ahead and block up these holes for now. I'm hoping this won't mess up the this at all. I don't think it should, but on the off chance it does, we can always just take it back down, move the netherrack. Alrighty, got our little temporary blocks, getting that out of the way. Still have conduit power over here, I'm guessing. Yep. Obviously this isn't the most scientific thing, but I'm pretty sure this is far enough to where a normal one would have already stopped getting out. So I think the maxed out one at 90 is good. Just gonna go ahead and Getting hit by another wave of exhaustion. This is fine. All is fine. Everything's fine. The fact that I'm having problems staying awake while I'm standing is astounding. I'm like, if you know what I mean. I am legitimately falling asleep though. It's kind of irritating because I'm cold enough to where I want to put more layers on, but I'm getting irritated enough with these groups that we're having to use flowers as a as a phrase or a contact. Ooh, casually falling asleep on camera. Just what I need for a good clickbait video. I have wondered how much, like, people who, like, post enough like pretty clear clickbait, I'm wondering just how many, like, tries a bank would have to take. Yeah, like I said, it's all kind of brokey. Yeah. I need to look back at this time after I've slept and eaten, and I'm going to look at it and be like, I have no idea what I was saying the entire time. It's going to be really funny, too. it's where we are right now. Just for now. I don't think I'll actually continue streaming. I think we'll go for 2.5 hours since I'm literally falling asleep. As you may or may not have noticed. Which happens when you don't eat or sleep. It's just because my sleep schedule is also messed up. My fasting schedule has been holding pretty strong, and I'm pretty happy with it. My sleep schedule, on the other hand, not so much. But it's okay. We are figuring it out. Ooh. Why I can't just, like, go brain dead right now? It's because there's still Guardians here, even if, like, I'm not completely here mentally. Ugh. It looks like I'm, like, having a mental breakdown. I'm just very tired. You know, normally people would say, oh yeah, the cold keeps me up. You know, whenever I get warm, I get too comfortable. The thing is, the cold also slows down your heart rate. You know. So I'm not quite sure which one I'd actually prefer. Not quite sure what I expected behind there, considering I'm the one who placed those, but, you know. Adventure does crazy things to people. Ow. Mean skeleton. Probably could have just left it there since I'm literally going to be filling this entire thing in anyways. No, I was kind of hoping for a cool shot there, but whatever. Okay. So... I was about to do something, but I can't remember what it was. What's even worse is I can't go to sleep after this stream yet because I still have to eat, and I, you know, pretty sure I have some other things I'm supposed to be doing. Oh wow, that could have been really bad. I don't know if anyone was there for it, but whenever I did my super stream, this is about the same level of exhaustion, which is saying a lot since for the super stream I literally stayed up, you know, over 24 hours. Because for the super stream I had intended on doing a 24-hour stream, but for some reason my head was like, okay, I have to fit it in between work. And the best way to do that is to make sure that I end it at the same time I would pass out or like go to sleep before, like the night before I go to work. So the idea was I'd start it right after a shift, meaning I'd been awake the entire day anyways. And then after that I wouldn't go to sleep again until the next night. So it was a crazy idea in the first place. I don't think it was well planned at all. But like, this is close to the same level of tiredness. All I have to do is place block. don't know why they're spawning now of all times, though. Why'd they wait so long? Oh my gosh. Come at me, bro. You really think you can battle? You really think you can take it? The smoke? Come at me, broski. Get yeeted. I dare you. Also, did they not drop like where's my phantom membrane? Guys, over here, guys, guys right here, guys over here. Here, I'll get them back real quick and then. Hey guys. Yep, that's me. Okay, please let me do something. Just don't let me. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't mean to jump over the block every time. This is what I mean to do. Alright, there we go. Come here so I can get you killed with a looting sword at least. I can always do this, I guess. I hate their hitboxes. There it is. Come here. Oh my gosh. Oh, my inventory's full anyways. I'm just gonna... Guess I should go tell him that we're kind of doing stuff over here right now. There he comes. No. That's so irritating. Even though I had looting, I only got 1 out of each one. I didn't even get, like, any out of the first 2 I killed. Or if I did, they already, like, sunk. That was fun. That was interesting. A nice little bit to spice up the life. I think I'm gonna stay until just the 3-hour mark, so maybe less. I don't know. Because like right now I'm awake because of the phantoms. In the next like 30 seconds I could crash, and it's hard to predict that. All I know is I'm kind of sad because I wanted to do the full quarter of this. What I might do is, if I get a chance before the next stream, I'll finish this quarter of it off stream, so y'all don't have to watch the same quarter. You know, we can at least do another one. But yeah, I just want to at least finish like this little block here, maybe, you know? It's just a little bit longer. Oh my gosh. It's progress. It's progress. It just feels really, really slow. Luckily, once we actually do clear out the nether, or the ocean monument, we'll probably not have to worry about sand for quite some time. You know... Need a little bit more sand. If we do any off stream work, I'm gonna try and limit it to basically like at most an hour, because I don't want to spend too much time off stream, because obviously that means less time on stream when we're leading up to some pretty important stuff, considering it's gonna be like the 1,000 days, you know. So that basically means I'm not gonna do any AFKing. It's literally just gonna be like, if I do anything, I'm gonna work at the XP farm to get my shovels fixed, sand, more sand, maybe finish filling in this part. But I probably won't sleep off camera to make sure I don't have too many days pass, you know. Can you do one when you turn the nether to overworld? Okay, I mean, yeah, I know Wadzi did something pretty much like that. I wouldn't mind doing anything like that, you know? But yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. I can't say I have quite like a solid idea on that. What I think might be cool is maybe taking a broken nether portal in the nether and then turning it into the overworld and basically making it look like the nether seeped into the overworld and the overworld seeped into the nether. You know? Oh my gosh. I like just caught a whiff of the, like, I think my brain literally is like trying to get me to eat because I just like smelled what the burgers and the diner smell like, even though I don't have any food in my dorm right now. Because okay, so every night you can get a cheeseburger with steak cut fries. They're amazing. I normally get at least something because, you know, like if I'm fasting and I'm still like setting a caloric deficit, I can basically eat whatever I want. Obviously, it'd be better if I could eat healthier foods, but because I'm doing fasting, I can practically eat whatever I want. So, you know, grab like a slice of pizza, a cheeseburger with steak cut fries, really good stuff. And then whatever the actual like main meal is as well. So it's a hearty meal, but it's still less than what I would have in an entire day normally eating. And also because like I take my time eating, I feel like I'm binge eating less. So it's just, I don't know, it feels a lot better recently. But yeah, I just like smelled it. I think it's because I was thinking about food and my body was just like, oh yeah, you know this thing? You could use one right now. Oh, another thing. My current suite mate, so he doesn't share a room with me, but he shares the bathroom, and he's in the room like that's directly next to mine. Next year we're gonna be roommates, so we're gonna be sharing a room. Because of the Rona, we all got to basically have our own rooms and stuff like that. Didn't have to share it with anyone. Next year it is not gonna be like that, so he's gonna be my roommate. He spends a lot of time back home because he lives in the area. So on the weekends and stuff like that, it sounds like that's gonna be my best time to stream. So I'm probably gonna stream a lot more on the weekends this upcoming year. But obviously, like, I basically don't want to be a burden on him. Like, I don't want him to be like, oh, great, you know. Of course, I had to room with the guy who does YouTube. Like, he knows about it already, so I'm not super, super worried. But, you know, I'm still not gonna try and... I'm gonna try and make it as easy as possible. I just thought of something. So in the Nether, we could build a village in the Nether, and that would be kind of funny. It'd be a little risky, kind of hard to do, but we could basically build a village and like have a villager breeding center in the Nether, and it would look cool. We'd have to spawn proof a lot of the area around it and stuff like that, but you know, I don't care. It's a little extra work. Alright, so I see 2. Yeah. Perfect. Now that that's been dealt with. So now that I'm looking at it, considering how many shulker boxes we have left, I think we literally need 4 times that many shulker boxes to finish this. Just as an idea, because the thing is, we have no sponges. Obviously, what I can do is I can finish one corner, take all the sand back out, and then do the next corner. But, you know, I think if we were going for speed, it probably would have been better if we had enough to cover the entire thing. It would have been better if we had sponges, first off, because sponges are a little bit more of a hassle, but they're definitely faster than placing down the sand hand by hand, like by hand. Because by the end of this, I'm gonna have placed and mined so much sand, it's gonna be ridiculous. Honestly, we should start checking those stats now. Items times mined. Yeah, so we still are a lot less than the stone, but we've mined it 27,000 times. We've already used it 15,000 times, which is like placing. So, you know. Why have I dropped iron ingots so many times? That's hilarious. You know my favorite statistic? Looking at this and then finding out how many diamonds I've mined. Wait, diamond ore. I think it's higher up. There it is, 285. I've literally mined diamond ore more often than I have cobblestone. Just keep that in mind. I've literally mined more diamond ore than I have farmed nether warts. Even funnier. Oh, that's gonna skyrocket breaking, because we're gonna, okay, so the thing is, we're gonna destroy the entire ocean monument, not at once, because I don't want to like mess up the shape or anything when I'm building it again, but we are gonna get rid of the entire ocean monument and replace it all with blackstone. So hey, Bryce, welcome to the stream, bro. Dude, let me show you our progress. First off, I'm going to go to sleep just so you can see it. Oh, hello, buddy. So, we're working on the ocean monument. As mentioned, I don't know if you were here for it, but last stream and the stream before, I basically said I want to do the ocean monument build now. Oh, yeah, he's back in town. I'm going to be back in town in a couple weeks, but for now I'm still stuck here. All right. But yeah, I wanted to do the ocean monument build because we're hitting 1,000 days soon. I built out this circle. I'm already clearing out this quarter right here. I was hoping to do an entire quarter like this stream, but like 1, I'm super tired, and 2, I underestimated how much sand I need. I have 13 shulker boxes, and we're almost out of them. So what I'm going to do is off stream, finish this quarter, and then each stream we'll just try and knock out like more and more. So all I know is we're trying to drain the entire ocean monument and then replace all of the ocean monument blocks with blackstone blocks, you know, stuff like that. Redecorate it. We're going to have a lava pool running through. At some point, we need to mine, or at some point we need to smelt enough sand for the glass that's going to go all the way around the outside where our sand columns are, like currently, like how this is. We're going to put glass right here. You know? Trust me. Trust me. I don't like sand that much either. It is now my, like, second most placed block, I think. No, it's my first most placed block. It's my second most mined block. And then times used, but the thing is, obviously, this is... Yeah, it's my first most placed block. So I've placed 15,000 sand blocks. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, I've picked up 28,000 blocks. So this sand is going to go over the stone. Guaranteed by the end of this. Because I'm going to have to go collect more. So I'm probably going to go and collect like 100,000. Or something like that. Some crazy number. Sand to go burr, basically. It does get everywhere. That's horrible. Even in Minecraft, it gets everywhere. Because, you know, you do a big project like this, and just all of your shulker boxes have a little bit of sand in them. All of your chests, your inventory, like, always has, like, a little bit of sand. And you're just like, how? Alrighty. We finished that chunk of sand. Yeah, so what I've been doing to make this whole process easier, you can kind of see it down here. There's a conduit built in to the bottom of this now. So I can breathe underwater here, all that good stuff. Super helpful. And that's how I'm kind of staying alive. I'm gonna go ahead and just build up these walls. Ugh. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, I'll be honest. So first off, like, grades, they're not good, but this last semester is pretty good, and it's kind of making up for, like, my first semester. So, you know, I'm kind of pulling it back in. The cycling team went from almost, like, not doing anything to the year to not doing anything, and then to we won't exist next year. So, you know, because we'll still have a cycling team, it's just going to be a club sport instead of, like, a varsity program. So, you know, that's kind of sad, because I was interested in racing, never got a chance to. I'm still training as if I'm gonna be in a race, because who knows, maybe the club will enter some sort of, like, local, like, heat or something like that I can do. And I mean, also, I just kind of enjoy cycling anyways, so even if I can't race, it's still kind of fun. Right? Just like that. Rip two-wheeled foot-propelled transportation device. Yeah, kinda. Also, like, I think the wear and tear of me using my stationary thing so often, because the thing is, I have a real bike. A real normal bike. But then I have a stand that holds its back tire and puts pressure on it so it can feel like I'm still riding. And I've been using it a lot more recently, and like you can already tell the wear and tear, because I'm starting to understand the flexibility of my bike more. Because the thing is, if you didn't know, bikes are flexible. The metal frames are flexible, and it's important to know how flexible they are. The more flexible the frame, the the less energy, or the more energy that's going to be wasted, because obviously that bend is going to take up some of your power. So you kind of have to understand that. Just a whole bunch of stuff like that. There's a lot of things and factors that go into it that people don't think about. I'm also noticing the stand that's holding it itself is kind of like dingy now too. Because I haven't broken it yet, but I don't know. I've also just been feeling a lot more comfortable on it. I can go for longer periods of time on it. So I'm happy that I'm seeing some progress. But it's kind of irritating that I don't have a way of tracking how much distance I'm covering. Because the thing is, I'm doing like 40 minutes at a time with a pretty decent pace, is what it feels like. So 40 minutes at a time with a decent, churning, kind of like just constantly moving my legs on it. And like I just have no way of knowing exactly how far I'm going. Because the thing is, normally at an 8 pace, I can get like, I think my best hour so far is like 16 miles. So theoretically, I could be putting in 16 miles every time. Obviously, I don't know that though. And it'd be kind of nice if I could, because then at the very end, I could go like, oh, look, I did like this many 100 miles on my stationary bike hiding in my dorm. And I don't know if you've heard this, but I'm watching One Piece while doing it. And I'm only watching One Piece when I'm cycling. That way, whenever I get really good at cycling, people can be like, oh, how'd you do it? I'm just going to be like, I watched One Piece. That's it. Oh, yeah. See you later, Bryce. I probably will be getting off in just a couple of minutes, so you might not catch me before the end of it, but that's all good, man. See you next stream, I guess we can say. Something I could do as a preemptive thing, to kind of help clear out the monument itself, and also just like something I'm going to be doing, is I'm not going to keep the monument on the inside the same it is now, because it's confusing, it's not actually good, and once it's drained, it's actually hard to move around in, because some of it's like vertical and there's nothing to climb. So I'm going to empty it out, which means I'll find if there is any sponge rooms in there. And if there is, I can use the sponges to my advantage, all that, yeah, all that good stuff. Before I do that, I'm probably going to get a beacon set up with haste, so I don't have to spend too much time in there. But, I'm probably going to redesign the inside around like a farm. Alright. I think last couple minutes what we should do is we should honestly just go find the sponge room if we can, Oh shit, I should probably... Drop some of my sand off, you know? No reason to carry all that with me. Alrighty, let's go find it. I got my netherite hoe. I can breathe underwater in, oh, I'm guessing the entirety of the thing. Or close enough to the entirety of it to where it really doesn't matter. Just keep moving around and they, oh, it's right here. Okay, that's perfect. This is why it's important to have a hoe. Doesn't have to be a netherite hoe, but just a hoe. And boom, look at that. 24 blocks of magical sponginess that will literally like save my life during this project. Okay, let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down, guys. No need for all that hostility. Another one. Oh my gosh. Is perfect. I know there's only normally like 2. There, but is there a possibility of more than 2? Because if so, I'm going to spend some time swimming around because we almost got a stack now. We're sitting at 50, which is nice. You can do a lot with 50 sponges. Like, it'd be nice if we could get like a full stack, but like, you can do a lot with 50 sponges. What's funny is I remember getting lost in this area. Okay, there's the front entrance. I'm gonna go to the right. Up. Up. Oh, that's the top. Okay. So I'm kind of learning my way around, you know. So this will take me to the front. So front entrance, up, right. That way is the exit. Which way will this take me? Original sponge room. This area. Okay. It's not too bad. So 50 sponges. I don't think I'm going to find another sponge room, but 50 sponges. I can work with that. I think, you know what we should do before the end of the stream? We're going to go to the nether and we're going to dry off all of these. All I got to do is make it back to the nether. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Listen to that noise. Just music to my ears and then clouds out here just boom. 50 of those bad boys. These guys can clear so much water. Realistically, it's going to be a little difficult to use them like here without like just making cubes of like sand up and down. So it's still going to take a while to clear this out, but I think we can speed it up a whole lot with the sponges, and on the inside, definitely. The inside's going to be like 100 times faster with the sponges. But yeah. That was another very productive stream, everyone. I had hoped to get a little bit more done when it came to this quarter specifically, but we got a decent amount of it filled. We got a bunch of sponges out of it, and I mean, you know, just all in all, it was a pretty good stream. But you know, I hope y'all enjoyed. Next stream, what we're probably gonna do is see if we can clear out the inside of the ocean monument. Off stream, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can finish the quarter that we had already started. So this quarter right here, I'm gonna hope to basically fill in and then empty out with sand, and then basically like start the others maybe. I'm gonna try and limit it myself, so I'm not gonna do like a bunch of work off camera, and you won't see any of that. You know, I don't want to like skip ahead, anything like that. You'll need to see the process, or else it won't be as cool. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all had a good time watching. I'll see y'all next time, and I don't know when exactly, but I will see y'all next time. Anyways, bye bye y'all. Woo.